Yay! We're live and we're gonna be doing some village game design. I haven't done village game in a while and I didn't really know what to do for stream today, but I did want to stream. And then I remembered that I have a project that I have not worked on in like forever. So I was like, you know, village game actually seems like the perfect thing to work on, you know? So that's what we're doing today. We will be, I'm not entirely sure which game we will be working on, but it'll be one of them. What is up, peoples? How are you guys doing? Why is my Minecraft not showing up? Hold on. There we go. All right. Where is my village game design world? There we go. Yeah, I haven't. This is not the actual village game stream. Oh, by the way, congrats, Shimo, on getting first. And who got first on YouTube? Sam on getting first on YouTube. This is not a village game. This is not the actual village game stream. This is a village game design stream where we are going to work on designing some games for the villagers to play. So we already have jump rope designed. Jump rope works pretty freaking well, actually, in my opinion. This one also works pretty well. I'll have to tweak it. This one, it's way down there. I'm not going to fly all the way there. That one works pretty well. Crossy Road doesn't work super well, and so I have spent like probably 100 hours on Crossy Road alone. So I have come to the conclusion that I'm gonna try to make a game that can replace it, because otherwise I might never get Crossy Road to a point that I'm happy with it. Why are we killing villagers? Because they are mean and because they're mean and they don't give me good trades. Will the games be from the show or all of them from your imagination? So I'll show you guys. All right, you know what? I will fly down here because I actually have to load these chunks so that Voxy will give me long render distance. Is this as far as it goes? This you may or may not recognize from the show. This is, I don't have my texture pack on. Give me one moment. This is my interpretation or my version of hide and seek. This is hide and seek. It's got a bunch of rooms, and or the knife and key game from season 3. It's got the, you know, I think this room looks really good, and then it has hide and seek. Jump rope is also from the show, of course. Jump rope is right here, and jump rope is also from the show. Are any of the other games from the show? I don't think so. Where exactly is my Gaga pit? See, it's somewhere, I think. Gaga ball? Gaga is somewhere. I just don't know where it is exactly. See, I gotta just fly around. I should honestly there's a mod, I think it's called Chunky, where you can like generate all of the chunks that you've loaded with Voxy, I think. Gaga's really fun. Yeah, Gaga's a super simple game. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to set up, but it's a very simple game, which is lovely because that means it's not that hard for me to make, or it wasn't that hard for me to design. I have Gaga a little bit different, just due to the fact that Gaga is like, it's kind of hard to get, or it doesn't kill that many villagers with one ball. So basically I have it like, maybe in the video I'll call it like extreme Gaga or something. It's Gaga, it is Gaga, but every 30 seconds an extra ball gets added, and so those kill the villagers and stuff. I'm not sure, I'm trying to figure out where it is. It might just be in a different world, and I might be being stupid, but I need to kind of fly around and load stuff in anyway, so that I know where to go. Did you keep the credit for hide and seek I did earlier with the sunlight? I have it written down in my notes to credit you for that, because that was genuinely a very good suggestion. I hopefully will remember to do that, and if I don't, I will. If I don't, or if it like just really ruins the flow of the video, I'll definitely put you in the description. I don't know if I promised or anything that I would have you. Oh, here's Gaga. Oh, and here's Sheep Fricker. I found Gaga, chat. There we go. I'm not sure which one is the right one. Probably this one, because this one's furthest away. Oh, and here's another. Here's Jump Rope, but with 2 girls. Jump Rope, but they're bisexual. Or, I guess they would just be gay. All right, I'm stupid. Ignore me. Okay, so Jump Rope is really simple. Do I have a schematic for it? Or not Jump Rope. Gaga is really simple. There's just villagers, or not villagers, vindicators and boats. All the villagers go into here, and then there is an allay. There are allays down here, and the allays get pushed into here, and then they're on fire, so they just fly around randomly, and they drag the boat around with them. And when the boats hit a villager, the vindicators often will hit the villager and then kill them. So that one's pretty simple. I need to figure out another game, because oh, it's so sad, man. I spent so much time. maybe not definitely, but I am very likely, I think, going to make a second channel video on some scrapped village games, because I really want to show off look at this. These are all different iterations. Man, Crossy Road is so technically impressive, but villagers are so stupid that it doesn't work. So sad. It's genuinely heartbreaking, because Crossy Road was so good, but I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it to work. I've spent too much time on Crossy Road, man. But Crossy Road was so good. It's such a good idea. I just don't know if it's gonna happen, man. Like, dude, I even have the moving logs, the moving log platforms and everything. It was great, but it is what it is. Okay, so how do you make the villagers spread out like hide and seek? Also, how do you not make the villagers clump at one place? Oh, hide and seek's right over here. I have a bunch of, oh God, hold on. Why are bells not fully off? I have a bunch of chicken randomizers that push composters up. So my hide and seek is a little different. No, it might be similar. I can't remember. But they all start in the middle, and then they spread out, and they go through all the doors, and they have to find their way to the various exits around here before the hunters get to them. When are you streaming again? I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. This is assuming that I don't get Crossy Road to work. This will probably be my favorite game. I also am really proud of the gumball machine that separates them into the 2 teams, because it's very similar to how the show is, you know. As much as season 3 was kind of cheeks in some respects, season 3 had some cool games. Can't lie, it had some cool games. Oh, I forgot about this. I was just thinking about this game. This is Connect 4. Probably won't use this either, if I'm honest. I just don't think it's that I don't think it's that interesting to watch, tragically, because it's just the villagers jumping down holes and then someone wins. It's like, I just don't think it would be that interesting to watch. But I'll put this guy in a scrapped video, assuming that I make a video on scrapped village game concepts. I'll put it in there. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 games completed, I think. It's actually, I thought I had more. I guess I haven't done Sky Musical Chairs yet, have I? Why do I feel like I remember designing sky musical chairs a little bit? Let me see if I can find it. But we can work on sky musical chairs in the event that, or assuming that I have not found it yet, we can work on that. What are you doing today? We're designing some games for the next village game that I do. The final village game that I do. I will say that. Not doing another one of these. I don't like doing it enough to just make it my whole thing. I'm sorry. If you really like village game, I'll definitely continue killing villagers, but I'm not going to continue doing village games, I don't think. I think you had some redstone done, but not fully. Yeah, that's what I thought. I feel like I remember doing it. That's why I'm trying to find where it is in my world. It's probably somewhere. I just don't know where because the chunks are not loaded in. I do love, you gotta love the, I feel like it was probably so minimal that I could just start from scratch realistically. What is this rendering software? This is called Voxy, and it's like Distant Horizons, but you have to, but it's a lot less laggy than Distant Horizons. Shout out Distant Horizons. Distant Horizons is amazing, but Voxy is really nice because look at this. This is one of the best features. On Distant Horizons, if you zoom in, you lose all the detail. On Voxy, when you zoom in, it ups the quality so you can see everything in full resolution. But right now, it's not in full resolution. But when I zoom in, it becomes in full resolution. Isn't that wonderful? 6-7? True. Will you use my ideas for the log section pit that they die from falling? Well, Fopsnop, as I was saying, I don't think I'm actually going to wind up. I think there's a pretty decent chance that I scrap Crossy Road altogether because I just have not had success getting it to work. It's very sad, but I don't think I'm going to get Crossy Road to work. Okay, let's find, where's a good spot? I guess here would be a pretty decent spot to work on sky musical chairs. Sky musical chairs might be really simple. I guess it kind of depends on how deep I want to go. I'm thinking so you have a big pillar, right? At the top, we have a couple of shapes. So it'll be like, let's say we go like 5 out. The song choice today is weird. I put on like relaxing and we're getting like this. I'm changing it. Let's do, I don't know. We'll just do the classic bit music. I love bit music on Epidemic Sound. It's very good. Bam. All right, there we go. Village game stream. Sorry, I've not joined in a while. No worries. If you scrap Crossy Road, do you have a game to replace it with? No, I do not yet. And that's actually one of the things that I was gonna ask you guys. Do you guys have any ideas for games? Give me game suggestions because I need to figure out games to do. If assuming that I scrap Crossy Road, I'll need another game to replace it with. You know, I considered doing Grounders. That would be really simple. It would just be get a warden and then the villagers have to survive a warden for like 60 seconds. I also think, dude, actually, wait, this would be so fun. Okay, chat, would this be fun or am I crazy? Play Grounders, but I am just the hunter and I just go down and I just play Grounders. Do you guys know what Grounders is? It's where you close your eyes and you just have to blindly try and find villagers, and I just try to listen for villagers and try and blindly kill them. That would be really fun and also so easy. That's kind of the main appeal of it to me, is that it would be so easy. Because too similar to Gaga with survival? I think if it's me doing it, it would be pretty different from Gaga, but I do think you're right. If it was... I think you're right. If it was, Yeah, I guess it is pretty similar. It has a playground there, though, instead of just being a flat pit, but it is pretty similar to Gaga. If I'm running around blindly trying to kill them, it would be pretty good. Yeah, you're finally making the game I suggested? Oh, did you suggest Grounders? I feel like I had a lot of people suggest Grounders when I asked for comments a while ago. Maybe I'm wrong about that, though. Or you could scrap Gaga instead. Well, that wouldn't help anything, because my problem is that I don't have enough games. Scrapping Gaga, there's no reason for me to scrap Gaga. Then I would just be replacing a game. I'm trying to get more games. Okay, so Sky musical chairs. It's just musical chairs, but how do we kill them? It would be really cool if it was automated. Don't know exactly how to automate it. What about, have you guys seen New Kiddo's Park or Die series? What if I had, what if we had, what if we had holes that were a block down like this with a trap door on them? And so the villagers will have to jump into here. And there are 5 of them. Are they actually going to jump into here? These might need a block beneath them or something. I can't tell if the time, I don't think the time is changing. I've already done infection. I did infection on the first one. Check the schematics. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I don't have Sky musical chairs. Would I have called it anything else? No. Why are they not going into here? Am I crazy? I've never had an issue with this before. Do they need blocks on the sides? Like, why are they not willing to go in? Die. Let's try spawning in some new ones. Game rule do mob griefing? Is it? Oh, it's just called mob griefing, right? That's such a true. Why are they not going in? Move it a block up? No, but then multiple of them could get into the pit. If you do it down here, this is literally ENXO4's villager trading hall. Like, why is it not working right now? What time of day is it? Is that the problem? Are they just not, is this not during their daytime? What the hell? I've never had this issue before. Chat, what's going on? What setting is preventing them from jumping into the pits? Do they need a bed and a bell or something to act normally? I have very little idea here. I've never had this issue before. Make a game where the villagers fight the Wither Storm and last one standing wins. That would be kind of fire. I'm trying to remember. I saw something recently that was like, oh, you know what? I saw Vivili, I think it was him, made a video that was like, how many snow golems does it take to kill the Wither? And I was like, bro, this guy's an idiot. Snow golems don't do any damage. And then he just didn't know that. He just didn't know that. So he just made the video, and then the video ended with him being like, oh, I guess there's no amount. Dude, if I go into this world, okay. This is a world with mostly... Oh god. We're lagging. Oh my gosh. My computer hates loading new worlds. Is my whole stream gonna crash from this? Oh boy. Are we good? Oh, sneak peek at the next short. Goodness. How bad was that lag? Since I installed this mod, as far as I can tell, it's probably from Voxy, but Voxy's awesome, but when I load into new worlds, it is like really laggy and like lags my whole computer. If I put these guys here. Look, they jump right in. Well, sometimes they do, I suppose. Do they need? Oh, you guys are just behind by a few seconds. Sorry, the lag passed for me like a little while ago. Am I just not being patient enough? I could have sworn it was faster than this. Okay, here we go. Look. They're jumping into the hole. So, like, why are they not doing that, like, at all in the... Why are they not doing that in my other world? Oh, goodness. Guys, prepare for lag. Maybe? Oh, no, we're fine. Okay. I don't really know why. They need a bed? I have a bed for them now. Let's just break and replace them. Maybe villagers don't like yellow concrete. That seems very specific. Oh, I didn't mean to turn on periodic attack. I meant to turn on pathfinding. Dude, are we serious? Why? I don't understand what changes there are from vanilla to this that are causing them to just refuse to pathfind into the holes. Minecraft pisses me off so much sometimes, bro. I had to do like an extra like hour of work earlier today while I was making my short because I designed something, it worked, I hit record, it stopped working immediately, and I had to redesign it. And I'm like, bro, are you serious? It's the center block? What would that have to do with anything? I'm curious if I just go down here and I build a couple of them. Oh. Probably need the bedrock there. What's wrong with my villagers? Why do they not know how to be villagers anymore? They don't know how to be villagers. You know how to do that, so why don't you know how to get these? I don't understand what the problem here is. When I get rid of... What do you mean? Why would that matter? It didn't matter in the other world. So what do you mean? What do you mean that having a trap door on top of them matters? It doesn't matter in the other world. Why would it matter in this one? What in the world? How would that make any difference? What? They don't read the trapdoor as a danger block on the other world, though, is the thing. I don't understand. I don't understand how this is... Is it directionality? It doesn't appear to be directionality. Maybe an issue with the world itself. Yeah, that is kind of what it seems to be, which is very strange. That's so weird. All right, I guess I'm gonna make a separate world and just... I guess we're gonna make a new world and we're gonna do... Create world. Village, let's do village game, sky, squid game. That is not a thing I think I've ever had to do before. That's so fun. Maybe an issue with my computer. Oh yeah, I'll just throw it out. That's probably all I need to do. Okay, let's see. Do we have the same issues now? Trapdoor. Composter. Okay, one of them went in. Why would it be a different trapdoor? Thanks, Sam. Installing Hello Kitty Simulator off the black market was a bad idea. But I needed to see Hello Kitty. I don't care if it was a bad idea, it was worth it. Hello Kitty Simulator, greatest game of all time. It's happening in this world too, chat. It's literally, we literally have the exact same issue in this world. Why are they behaving so strangely? I cannot fathom why this is happening. Let's let the day cycle pass. It did work with the normal world. Yeah, that just is really annoying to have to design a game in a normal world. I mean, like, I can do that, but that's so much less convenient. Maybe don't use the trapdoors, maybe use signs. Well, that doesn't work because you need a specific hitbox in order to prevent the villagers from, kind of the whole point is that you use the trapdoor hitbox to get the villagers to, oh, one of them did it. One of them did a thing. I want to look up a glitch. I want to look this up and see if anyone else has had this glitch. I'm going to see if it's a superflat thing. Villagers behaving weirdly superflat. 1.21.8. Villagers all messed up. This is snapshot 13. Oh, this is villages. Also, this is from 2013. Okay, thanks Mojira. All right, I guess, you know what? Here's the next question. Is it my mods? I was talking about grounders. I was not talking about grounders. I was talking about Sky musical chairs. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Is it my mods, I guess, is the next question. Let's disable like all of my mods and see if it makes any difference. That'd be really, really annoying if, be really very annoying if somehow the, my mods were causing issues and, or if somehow my mods were causing villagers to behave differently, that would be really bad. Because that would mean that to some extent, well, I guess, yeah, if they started behaving differently than they were, like if I added a new mod and it caused my villagers to behave differently, that would be really bad, because then it would be like, oh, my game no longer works, you know? All right, Minecraft is launched. All right. I have no mods installed right now. Well, I have Fabric API, but I'm fairly certain it's not that. All right, villager goes there. At least it's not my mods, I guess. This is the weirdest bug I've ever found, probably. No, that's not true. Dragon egg spawning... Oh, he did it. Dragon egg spawning 30,000 blocks above the world in Bedrock is weirder. But this is a close second. This is very strange. Yeah, your game is fried. Wrap it up. I wonder if this is still an issue in newer versions of the game, or if this is a bug that's fixed. Whatever. We're just gonna go into a non-superflat world, I guess, and hope that it works fine there. That is very strange. All right, let me re-enable all my mods because my mods are helpful. Give me one moment, and then we will, I guess, design in a non-superflat world. Very stinky that I have to do that, though. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Try doing the same thing higher up. Yeah, that's a valid question. I guess that is one difference. I did try it on the platform, but I wasn't that high up. That would be crazy if the Y value was throwing them off. But you know, that's a good idea. What was wrong with Crossy Road? It killed like 90% of the villagers. Even at its like, even when I tried really hard to fix it and make it much easier, villagers are just absolutely, they just don't change pathfindings often enough. Like, the problem there, I mean, there were a lot of problems. Oh god, did uninstalling all my mods just reset all my settings? Oh, I think it did. That's really annoying. Or it reset some of my settings at least. Like, I don't use shaders. I should just stop having Iris installed. I don't know why I have Iris installed at all. I don't use shaders almost ever. I guess it's nice in case I ever want to use shaders. But I don't really like the way the shaders look, so it's kind of silly for me to have shaders installed. Is this the zoom mod? All right, cool. All right, let's try, all right, we're now much more of like a normal Y level. How will the villagers get to the next tower? Bro, you're asking questions that I have not figured out yet. I do not know. I will eventually get to that. Let me figure out how to make these villagers, like, literally behave like villagers first. Because for some reason, they're just being like, you know, I don't really feel like it today. I don't really feel like villagering. So much random junk in my inventory. All right, trapdoor. I need a composter. Composter, trapdoor. Composter, trapdoor. Composter, trapdoor. Composter, trapdoor. What's a Pika Soccer? When will they come out? No idea. Superflat appears to just completely break villager AI. All right, now I'm kind of committed here, and we're booting up. We're gonna launch the newest version of Minecraft, which is 1.21.11, and see if with no mods, with nothing, right? I'm pretty sure. Okay, I actually do have mods enabled. We're going to create an instance of Minecraft completely fresh, no mods. And I'm gonna see, do villagers just not know how to act in superflat? Because that would be an interesting bug to discover.
Press enter to enable the narrator.
Oh boy, the narrator. Is this gonna show up? All right, I guess it's not. All right, let's create a superflat world with no structures and see what happens. Guys, the channel points are just, man, I guess a lot of people were not here or haven't been here in a while, but channel points on Twitch are just done through Twitch now. You don't, the points commands are not giving points anymore because I'm just doing it through Twitch. I made an announcement on Discord about this. Read the Discord, gang. All right, awful 70 FOV. Okay, ready? Are we ready? We will find out. Will villagers village? Okay, I don't know if that was even intentional, to be honest. Let's check. Isn't there a way to turn on pathfinding now in vanilla Minecraft, or am I tripping? I thought there was a way that you could see the pathfinding. Visualize. I don't actually think you can. Okay, villagers are just not, they're not trying to. The villagers are not villaging. Chat, the villagers are not villaging. That's crazy. Hold on. All right, let's see. So I wonder if I will be the first person to bug report this. I should ask Mogswamp if he's noticed this. Mogswamp is literally the superflat guy. He would maybe have noticed this. Trapdoor. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Oh, this guy might be going to a different workstation. Oh yeah, he was in fact going to a different workstation. I think they're all going to different workstations. Oh, brother. Go to the workstation that is right in front of you. Did they change the villager code or something? Why are they not? They're not behaving. Let me break all these other job site blocks. Maybe that will help. Is there a job site block in here? Nope. Dude, what is wrong with Minecraft? I should check ENX04. I bet you somebody will have reported in the ENX04 video that his farm no longer works because I don't know, Mojang changed something for some reason. Evidently, Mojang changed something because villagers are just not even going into the holes now. Try it on an older version. Here, let's be scientific about this, okay? Well, okay. You know what? Let's first just look up ENX04 villager trading. Villager trading elegance. Tips and notes. Let's see. Interesting. I'm not seeing anyone saying that this isn't working for them. That's interesting. That's very interesting. This makes me want to try like straight up just turning off my computer and turning it back on and seeing if I don't know how that would matter, but like maybe it would. Oh, they're going up the mountain. Awesome. Okay. All right. So in this world, if I create the same seed and I put down some of them, will we have issues? Oh, good. Oh, awesome. Okay. Stream is dying because my game can't create worlds. Sorry about that, chat. I wonder what is actually causing the like massively increased lag when I generate worlds and stuff. Because it seems fine now. Oh, I seem to have accidentally generated the world in survival. All right, we're in the same world. Villager, composter, trapdoor. And I accidentally overwrote the composters. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. At what point did this stop working? Can you explain the Pumcoin thing to me? You just use the Twitch built-in channel points. I added it fairly recently. You can still spend the channel points that you have earned, but you just won't make any more. And now Twitch's built-in channel points are the way that I'm doing it. What's up, Lion Claw? I actually need to, that reminds me, I need to finish adding all the channel points and stuff. All right, so nothing here. Interesting. They don't work in this one. All right, let's go to 1.21. Do I have a 1.21 no mods? There we go. Okay, I do have no mods. All right, 1.21 no mods. So where can I, dude, it's right there. It's on the screen, right under the channel. Here, I'll show you. Okay, I'll show you. All right, ready? If you go, look, it's right there. It's gonna show you. Like for instance, let's say I was to go, let's just go to Twitch home, and I go to Feinberg's channel, right? It shows you right there how many points you have. Searching for a villager that doesn't exist. Exactly. So no more points on YouTube? No. God damn it. Y'all are, I don't know if y'all are you rage baiting me or not, but it's working. YouTube, nothing is changing on YouTube. It's just a Twitch change, and it changed a month ago. Oh, yeah, I think I'm good at Senor Fishy, at least for now, but I will let you know if I need any help. I mean, if you want to decorate like an exterior that looks like the jump rope arena, like you could do that if you want to. All right, let's see. I'm not sure if, see, once again, I'm not really entirely sure if they jumped in on purpose or not. So we're gonna do a little bit bigger scale of a test. Chat, can someone else launch Minecraft and do this exact thing and tell me if it works for them? Because I know this works. I know this used to work, and I'm becoming concerned that my computer is somehow dying, because this is the whole video. This is like a really smart, it's a really smart design, but for whatever reason, it's just like not working anymore.
Its claim on the job site is to jump in and become trapped. Adult villagers are just about 2 blocks tall, so the trapdoor in the hole actually raises the villager so that the collision hitbox for its head pokes up just a little bit over the ground. This allows the trapped villager to push back on other villagers so that they can't enter the stall as well. They sort of act as their own gate to keep others out.
I'm on a dash, thank you, Sam. Bro, what are the odds I gotta like restart my whole ass computer because of Minecraft bug? Do they need bed and bell, maybe? I'm doing okay, my sleep has been absolute crap. Oh, that sucks. On Pi. That's not very helpful, I'm not gonna lie. All right, this is fascinating. This is very, very interesting. Is this somehow a my computer specific problem? Try both for me, Sam, if you don't mind. That would really suck. I would have to end the stream and turn off my computer and like restart it. You know what? Here's one other thing that I can test. Let's launch Minecraft using the official Minecraft launcher. I don't know why that would make a difference, but maybe it does. I'm also a tad bit sleep deprived, which is why the rage bait is working. Well, I'm not like sleep deprived. I just make bad decisions and I wake up and I go to bed too late. Sometimes. All right, let's create a new world. This is 1.21.8 in vanilla Minecraft launcher. Composter, trapdoor, villager. 3, 3, 3. I've been doing 5 each just so that I can have like a decent sample size. Doesn't work for me on superflat. Okay. I'm wondering, like, what version of Minecraft recorded in Java 1.16? Does it work in 1.16? Does this have mods? It has carpet mod and fabric. Let's just disable that. Are you sure no pie attempt? I mean, you can. It's not going to be very helpful information to me, but feel free if you want to. Doesn't work on regular survival either. Dude, what the skibbity happened? When did Mojang decide to break a very useful villager mechanic? Well, apparently it's Sam has the same issue, so it seems to not be my computer. Seems to not be, at least. Composter, trapdoor. Oh, dude, I didn't even know what that. I was like, what spawn egg is that? It's very odd to me that trader llamas and wandering traders are different like spawn eggs. Like, I would think a trader llama would just be a variant of a llama. I don't think it has any different code. Chat, I'm literally in 1.16. How is it not working in the version of the game that ENX04 filmed us in? I don't understand. I don't understand. They can't pathfind to the hole, it's too deep. Bro, this is this not exactly how he builds it?
Stall is little more than a hole in the ground. You dig straight down by 3 blocks, place a job site at the bottom, and then a trapdoor on.
That's I'm doing the exact same thing that he did. Do composters specifically not work because they're not a full block or something? What are the odds that that's the problem? And it's that composters don't work specifically because they have a hole in the middle or something. That's my current theory. But that, I feel like he would have mentioned that, and I feel like I may have used it before for this. Wrong one. Oh my god, it's just composters don't work. I think it's just composters don't work, but other ones do. Are there any other job site blocks that are movable with pistons? But like, why? Does he say that in the video? Composter. Chat, we gotta watch this video. I'm watching it on 2x speed though.
Hi, this is ENXO4, here to show you how to make a trading hall that is deceptively powerful, given its simplicity. Instead of relying on rails, pistons, redstone, and structures, this trading hall relies on the behaviors of villagers in their naturally generated village to accomplish the functions we normally see in more complex designs, making it perfect for early survival gameplay. The trading hall automatically loads villagers into compact stalls and reliably links the villagers to the correct job sites. It automatically regulates villager breeding and allows you to re-roll initial trades. It also allows you to easily collect all of the XP orbs from trading, and with a little bit of real work, this design can be upgraded later to let you zombify traders to get discounts. The key to this trading hall is the design of the individual stall. Each stall is little more than a hole in the ground. You dig straight down by 3 blocks, place a job site at the bottom, and then a trapdoor on top of the job site. Don't worry about which job site block you choose at first, because you can switch it out later when you re-roll your trades. The stall works by luring unemployed villagers, which spend much of their day wandering around, socializing, and looking for job sites. They can detect an unclaimed job site even if it's not within view, and once they claim it, they need to walk within a certain distance of the job site.
Imagine how funny it would be if I was the first person out of 360,000 to build this with a composter.
Profession. In this case, the job site is at the bottom of the hole, and the only way for the villager to complete its claim on the job site is to jump in and become trapped. Adult villagers are just about 2 blocks tall, so the trapdoor in the hole actually raises the villager so that the collision hitbox for its head hooks up just a little bit over the ground. This allows the trapped villager to push back on other villagers so that they can't enter the stall as well. They sort of act as their own gate to keep others out. It's not perfect, but it's a good interim measure until you get a chance to cover the hole later. The best way to access the villager is from underground. Just make a set of stairs to a tunnel 3 blocks underground, and from here, you can replace the job site as
Alterock, that's not, you're not supposed to need to do that though.
many times as you'd like to set the profession and the initial trades that you want. Once you complete a trade with the villager, those initial trades are locked in. Now go back to the surface and open the trap door so that the villager stands directly on top of the job site, and then cover up the hole to the stall. This guarantees that no other villagers will join him in the stall, and it prevents other villagers from socializing with him, which can be a distraction for the other villagers when they should be searching for a new job site instead. Alright, now let's talk about how the stall regulates villager breeding. If villagers have sufficient food, they'll normally breed until they fill up all of the available beds in the area. But this trapped villager can no longer claim a bed since there's no way for him to pathfind to one. And as a result, the other villagers in the area will automatically breed a replacement for the villager that is now in the stall. So this stall actually regulates the breeding of additional villagers so that you can later recruit them to expand your trading hall even further. To get your villagers breeding as quickly as possible, I recommend that you set up a few farms in the village before starting on the trading hall. This is a standard 9x9 plot of farmland with water in the middle and wheat planted all around. Each plot of farmland like this will support about 3 farmers, so you should go ahead and add several of these 9x9 plots to your village and add 3 composters around each one. Also, be sure to destroy all other job sites in the village so that every available villager becomes a breeding farmer. You should also go around the village and add beds to the houses so that you have about twice as many beds as you have composters.
Java's weird. So is Bedrock, but yeah, this is weird.
No other job sites and 18 beds, all within a distance of 40 blocks from the bell. Since it takes some time
Minecraft is weird.
You can jumpstart the breeding process by giving villagers bread that you convert from any hay bales that you happen to find around the village. The best place and time for this is probably at the village bell during the gathering activity, which is when the setting sun is at about negative 55 degrees in the sky. When the sun reaches negative 27 degrees, any villagers with sufficient food will then attempt to breed. Be sure to expand your trading hall to keep pace with your villager breeding, and keep your trading hall within 40 blocks of the village bell. If you start to notice a lot of unemployed villagers roaming around, make sure that you have empty stalls set up to trap them. And keep in mind that it often takes time for villagers to find a job site. The experience can feel like watching water boil. You're usually better off doing something else productive instead of staring at an unemployed villager waiting for it to go into an empty stall. But if you really want to speed things along, you can use a boat or a bed, or you can remove the trapdoor on top of the job site, which makes it much easier for the villager to find it, at the expense of making it more complicated to reroll the initial trades. Later in the game, when you have enough gold to make enchanted golden apples, and have a brewing stand to make potions of weakness, you can think about zombifying villagers and carrying them for discounted trades. I've set up a simple rail system to store zombie
grindstones can be moved. Oh, they can?
minecart just for this purpose. Normally, when a zombie selects a target to attack, it will refuse to attack anything else unless the target dies or moves over 40 blocks away. So the key to using this stored zombie effectively is to ensure that he only ever...
What is this video? Oh, it's a video. It's just a video of Alterock that Alterock took 1 minute ago, or uploaded 1 minute ago. Well, yeah, you're not supposed to need to do that, though, Alterock. I just said that as well.
Line of sight to the villager that you want to convert. This means that you need to keep them from seeing you as well. This isn't that hard because zombies can't see through glass, so we just need to...
I understood exactly what you meant, and I responded to you, and then you sent me the video anyway. Thanks, Alterock.
I hope this video helps.
Thanks for telling me what I already know. Very helpful. Yeah, that's really interesting. They must just, because this is too small, I guess they can't. I really didn't think grindstones were able to be moved by pistons. You did say grindstone, right? Stone cutters. Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, stonecutter sounds about right. Stonecutter, I could imagine. Oh, okay, cool. All right. So wait, okay. So now I need to go to the ENXO4 Discord and see if I'm the only person to ever mention this or not. Just because I think it would be a pretty good short idea if I made a video about like Out of 300,000 people, I am the first person to find this. Where is he in Exo4's Discord? Did I pass it? I'm in a lot of Discords.
Survival so that you can drastically accelerate your...
Oh, that was the wrong button. Where? Donde? Oh, there it is. See you there, Evan. Okay, let's see. So, instant. I think there's probably one. Oh no, there isn't. There isn't a channel specifically for it. Instant villager composter. Instant trading hall composter. I'm not finding anything. I actively tested the blocks and you can use a smoker if you don't want it moved, or a loom if you want to move the job site. Okay, looms work fine, I suppose. Let's just look up the word composter. Okay, I guess composter is too broad of a term. I'm just gonna ask it here. Oh my gosh, I'm in the farm designer role. That's so cool. Hold on, let me finish watching this video before I ask this and look like an idiot if he says it.
In the game. If you don't already have an iron farm, you should definitely build one now so that you can trade iron. This link will take you to an efficient iron farm that is shockingly easy to build in early game. So early that it can be up and running by the end of your first day of survival, which completely eliminates the need to ever mine iron in the game. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed producing it. There are so many good tips on trading halls that I can't reasonably include all of them in this video, and I'm sure that viewers will point out other tips that I've never considered, so be sure to read the description to learn more. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be please just do grounders. I will think about it. I mean, well, I'm just gonna work on other games that I know I want to do, like Sky Musical Chairs first, and then I'll figure out what other games I want to do later. Like grounders, maybe I will do, but I'll do that later. All right, I guess. All right, it took like an hour. No, it took like 30 minutes, but we figured out, I think, the problem. Let's see if a loom works. Can I get credit for testing? Can't you just be happy to help me? Can I get credit for breathing? I mean, that is helpful, but I also would have just tested it myself had you not. I will credit you. I'll credit you for the idea I'm planning on crediting you for the idea for hide and seek, because I don't know if I would have come up with that idea on my own. But I'm not gonna credit you for something that I could have easily done, but you just saved me like 30 seconds by doing it. Watch no one respond and only acknowledge your presence. Yeah, probably. Can you credit me for not listening to you for and spending 3 minutes to upload a video? Yeah, I got you. Okay, so looms apparently can be moved. I wonder why some job sites can be moved and some can't. All right, perfect. So, loom. See, I wish I had known that earlier, because now looms are just going to be my go-to block. God damn it. I don't like that it is kind of annoying that I can open them compared to a composter. But looms might be my go-to block now, assuming that they work. Maybe. Do they work? You can be a loom guy. Do I credit for being a Jeff lover? You can get credit in your mind, I suppose. Will I get credit for inventing the idea of sky musical chairs? Maybe. I don't know, man. I tend to think that giving me an idea in a lot of situations is not necessarily something that you need to get credited for. All right, so the loom doesn't seem to work either. Let's try a stone cutter. Wait, what are the odds? Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. I have a suspicion. I have a theory to test. Is it about the difficulty that I'm playing on? Because mobs are unwilling to jump certain heights on certain difficulties. I'm not sure though. No, they're actually all standing perfectly still. Okay, that's awesome. Oh, they started moving again. Will I get credit for asking for credit? Yeah, of course. How does the loom not work? I don't know. Sorry for asking for credit. It's okay. The main reason that I want to listen, I'm all for giving credit to people, but I don't want people being like, "Hey Dash, you should mine," and then being like, "Hey, I suggested that you mine for diamonds. Can I get credit?" Like, you know, the slippery slope, they call it the slippery slope fallacy, but it's very clearly real because I gave one person credit and then 50 people started saying, "Hey Dash, I suggested that you build the thing out of yellow concrete. Can I get credit?" Dash, I suggested that you turn up your render distance so you could see farther. Can I get credit in the video? Like, no. All right, so shit's not working. Oh God. Oh, lag. You know what, this is a time, maybe I can open Task Manager. I want to see what exactly is going on. Senor Fishy, yes, the layers of glass are very, very important. Oh wow, it's my GPU is at 100%. Why is OBS taking 100% of my GPU right now? What the skibbity? Why? OBS just said, OBS just took 100% of my GPU power. I thought it was Minecraft. That's insane. All right, I gotta look into that. It is specifically when I'm logging into things, but... Or it is specifically when I'm loading into a world. Chat. The fact that I don't know. Is it the villagers? OBS Studio does take a lot of CPU. No, it's taking GPU. It's currently taking 60% of my GPU, which I don't know, that seems high, but that seems very high to begin with. But then when I launch something, but it's not normally a problem, but when I launch something, it becomes a problem. Of course, now looms are working. Well, they didn't really work very well. I'm trying to see if looms are working. It was honestly not working particularly well. I should ask Red Logic about this. Although, yeah, no, in 1.16 it was working fine. Like, they would jump in for looms. Or, well, they would jump in for lecterns. Are lecterns taller than a full block? Oh, actually, they're slightly shorter than a full block. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think this is working very well. Why? Yeah, none of them seem to be working very well. I'll do this. Is this guy coming to this one? The one that I can't actually keep him in a hole for, though? I mean, so doing that... Oh, interesting. Wait, he like lost interest the second that I... Die, idiot! Sorry. Alterock's method doesn't even work! This guy's a fool! Alterock, you've lied to me. Or my computer desperately needs to get restarted because Mojang is being stupid. Okay, that time it actually did work. Oh, interesting. It works some of the time? Can't you dangle the job blocks in the air and put the trapdoor so they fall in? Yes, but not really for the game that I'm trying to design. I suppose if this isn't working, then I might just go for a very, very simple design. It might literally not, the composters might not even be in the floor. They might literally just have to be, they might have to be above the ground. Yeah, oh, that's so ugly though, but this is how I did it last time. I wanted to have them in the ground because it would be prettier, and I like to, I don't want my, like, back then I was bad at redstone, so like it made sense, but like this time I'm better at redstone, so like I didn't want to have this, but like I could do a bunch of double piston extenders, but I don't know. What game is this? This is Sky Musical Chairs, so it would be like, I guess there would be a fifth one who doesn't, there's one that doesn't get a job, and we go, Goodbye. And then we break one of these, and then we would... It's pretty simple. I kind of would like to... I would like to add something new to it, you know, just because otherwise it's the exact same as the original. And that's what I need to figure out. Like, what do I add to this? What do I add to this to make it more unique? What are you trying to do with the villagers and the trapdoor holes? I just wanted to have the, I guess, you know, I don't even know, actually. What was I trying to do with that? Could I just do this? Hold on. Could I hide all the redstone here? Could I hide all the redstone here and then have under these guys? Composter. You should not be able to reach any of them. I don't know why you are. I guess you probably reached it before I changed it. Now he has no job. Now he has a job. Okay, perfect. So it would be something like this. We have 5 villagers, let's say. And bam, this guy is eliminated. Or well, I guess I would have to go bam, remove one of those. Next one. Oh, you know what I just remembered? I remembered how I was trying to automate it to some extent so that I wouldn't have to be on the platform, like getting rid of composters. Or are the eggs in the combat tab? I don't know, you can combo people with them, I guess. Okay, so here is... I have designed something like this already. Or I already have... Yeah, I'm realizing, you know, I wonder if it's just in another world. Let's see. Let's delete this world, because I did literally nothing in it. Da, 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 da. Alright, I don't know where it is. It might be in a different instance of Minecraft, but I don't really feel like doing it. Will you manually remove a composter every time, or will you make the same system like Mingle with the lectern where you flip the page? That's what I was thinking of doing. Except I was thinking of doing it even a little bit or even a little bit... I mean, that's actually like the... Actually, that's probably... I guess I won't know how many villagers are gonna make it to musical chairs, so that is probably the move. I just have to make sure there's no more than like 15 of them. Maybe we do 12 max for the first one. Max of 12. And that's like super easy to... It'd be very easy, which would be the nice part. I want to add... The main thing that I want to add is the part where they have to cross the bridge to the next platform. What's my best project I've done? Best project I've done. That's an interesting question. I don't know, you mean like games? Or my favorite? My favorite project is probably my Pillager Village. I feel like my answer changes from day to day, though. Job application jump scare. Man, this is my job. It's so cool to be able to say that. It's very crazy that my job is just making Minecraft videos. Okay, the redstone on this is gonna be a little weird. It's gonna be a little cringe, probably. For the wiring. Because if I want to just have a composter, or a lectern, I mean, that I can flip the pages on. As I do this, I'm remembering more and more that like I 100% have already done this, and I'm just like wasting my time, kind of, because I could redo it. Why do I have to click onto the page? Are you serious? Why is it not defaulted to having, like, I have to click onto the page to write something? That's like such a minor thing that just like I don't know why that would be a thing. Whoever coded that is stupid. Are you thinking that exactly 12 will pass the previous game, or like any number of players and kill everyone else above 12? Yeah, I don't know what the previous game even is. Oh no, you know what I do? Because it's I think it's, no, is it Jump Rope? Is Jump Rope the final game, or is Jump Rope the second to final game? I can't exactly remember, but however, it might be Hide and Seek is the second to final game. I'm not entirely sure, but it doesn't entirely matter. Because basically what I'm thinking is that it will probably be very close. It'll be a very close number to 12. And then I will just it'll be very close to 12, but if it does happen to be over, I will kill extras. Wait, this should be 13 and this should be 12. So we should have that there. This should be 12. So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 3, 2, 1. There we go. And so then if I go 11, it pulls 1, and I go 7, it's gonna pull a bunch more, and then I pull another 2, and another 1, and another 1, and another 1. Oh, I don't have a 0. Well, oh no, I would never need a 0. Oh, you know what though? I need just like an on-off switch for the whole machine, or for the whole game, and that will just be bam. Now it's completely off. Okay, so that's easy enough. For the bridge, is there maybe a way you could connect a flying machine to a timer? That was kind of what I was thinking. That was very similar to what I was thinking of doing. What's up, Teriyaki? How's it going? It's going pretty well. Yeah, I was thinking of using a flying machine to have a really cool bridge, and then hopefully I would probably be able to wire up the flying machine to retract or to fly back after a certain amount of time. It might be a little hard with this redstone. That's actually, it might be hard with this redstone. Might be doable though. You can make it look aesthetic. Yeah, I'll eventually be able to make it look aesthetic. And I can always, I mean, I'll have to fit this redstone in, I'll have to widen this platform a bit. Which, as much as I would love to have it be smaller, it's probably not gonna happen. One thing that I would so love to do, but is just like not gonna happen probably, is I would love to, is this symmetrical? Did I do this right? I think so. I would love to have one of the games just be that or I would love to have this game have a bunch of, have the whole platform be made of sand, and have somehow the sand is floating midair, and then one of them will get updated, or one of them will get released and it'll fall, and the platform will slowly get smaller until there's only a few left. I feel like that would be cooler. That would be more similar to the villagers getting pushed off like they are in the final game. But how long have you been cooking on this? I took like a 1 month break at least. But I've been cooking on this for a bit. Okay, let's make the flying machine. Flying machine. Oh, wait, I just realized if we want multiple platforms, we don't ever need to go down to one as well. I haven't built a flying machine in a hot minute. Let's see if I still know how. This is 3, and then... Although this isn't easy to start. This is the base flying machine. Stop moving. This is the base flying machine, right? The yellow tower is a square. Oh, that's something I'll figure out later. Oh, wait, which tower, you know, I guess while I'm at it, let's figure out which tower is which. Minecraft, or not Minecraft, Squid Game, Sky Squid Game. Okay, so it is yellow square, then turquoise triangle, and then red circle. Okay. I mean, that actually makes the redstone easier to hide, I would argue. That's kind of good for me, because the circle one is going to be harder to hide the redstone on, but, you know, one thing that I kind of wanted to implement here that I think would make it differentiate, and I don't know, I'm not entirely sure how to do this, but this was a thought I had, okay? This was a thought I had. If you remember, I'm gonna spoil Squid Game, but if you haven't watched it at this point, that seems like it's completely your fault, so I don't feel sorry. If you remember, they had a button that they could push in the middle of the thing, and if they pushed it, it would play another round and get rid of another person, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it was. They were able to kill as many people as they wanted by pushing the button to keep playing. I think it would be very cool to have a pressure plate or something in the middle where if they don't step on that pressure plate for like a minute, they move on to the next round. They have to play like 1 round of musical chairs per game. And then after that round, they can, if they don't step on it, the bridge will extend. And if they do step on it, the bridge won't extend, and they will play another round. The button was actually pressed once per tower, and it starts the round. Oh, is that how it worked? What is Lore Keeper talking about? Oh, it's your... How is it our fault if we don't have the money to have a subscription? Well, you can find it online. first of all. But I mean, I suppose that's a good point. I wasn't really trying to like poor shame you. I was more trying to say like, when people are like, don't spoil it, and it's been like 2 years since the thing came out, it's like, okay, I'm gonna talk about it, you know? But you could also just definitely find it online. But your idea would work better since the villagers have the decision to kill more villagers, yeah. That's kind of the idea. I swear that it was the timer, right? So, how did Sky Squid Game even work, man? I do not remember how Sky Squid Game worked. Sky Squid Game. Okay, we're gonna do some reading, chat. In the final game, all of you will get to choose which players will be eliminated. If you can all agree, okay, so on each platform, one person had to die. On each platform, one person had to die, but they could kill more than one person by not starting the round, by killing people before hitting the button. Is that how it worked? Am I remembering that correctly? You kill a person and then the next round start, or you kill a person and then you have, and then you, or is it you can just kill as, it was just after, it was you had to kill one person, but there was like a 10-minute timer. You had to kill one person, there's a 10-minute timer. You can kill as many people as you want during that 10 minutes, but you have to kill at least one. Or you could not even start the timer and kill people beforehand, but those people that you killed beforehand didn't count towards getting to the next level, right? Pretty sure that's how it worked. Let's see. Players play this game on all 3 towers. To start the game, a player must press a button. When the game starts, players have 15 minutes to eliminate at least one player. After the time elapses and the minimum of one player has been eliminated, a bridge will extend to the next tower, allowing the remaining players to go. If the time runs out and no one has been eliminated, all of them will be eliminated. If a player is killed before the button is pressed, the elimination doesn't count. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, I think How are you gonna get villagers to kill each other? Well, so my thinking is when villagers step on pressure plate, that begins the round. When villagers step on pressure plate, that begins the round and subtracts one job site. If a villager does not get a job site block, it's eliminated. The villagers get to choose how many rounds they play. That's my thinking of how it would work. That's my thinking of how this would work. So what we need to do then is we need to set up a system that will, ideally, this will all be autonomous. I don't want, especially for the final game, I don't want to have to be down there. Like, I want to like start the game, but like I don't want to have to be down there and be killing them, you know? So we have we have actually that would kind of work. Okay, I have an idea. Oh, this requires them to go in pits, and they won't go in pits! Pisses me off. Why won't they go in pits, chat? What do I do if they're not gonna go in pits? I can't kill them. My idea was they go into pits. Anyone that isn't in a pit there will just be a bunch of snowballs or something that will pelt them and knock them off the platform. But they don't go in the pits. I need to find out why they don't go in pits anymore. No one has responded to me in the NXO4's Discord. I really want to restart my PC and see if that fixes it. I have no idea why they don't work anymore now. It's very confusing to me. Because that would be so sick. It'd be so incredibly good if I could do that. It would be absolute cinema if I could get them to jump into the pits. Wait, stone cutters can get moved, right? So could I have, this is like a half block. Will a villager try to pathfind in here? Are you serious? They can get the job without going into the pit? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Why? They should be too far away. This game sucks. This game sucks such balls sometimes, man. If I put that there, can they still? Oh, well, then they can't go into the pits. So that doesn't help me at all. They get into a minecart? If I could somehow keep... That would be kind of fun, actually. If I could somehow keep the minecarts from crashing into each other and stopping, them having to get into a minecart and just the middle ring, like if we did... but that wouldn't... Then they wouldn't be able to, They wouldn't get knocked off, would they? I could do... Oh, that would be so fun, actually. Ooh, I'm having ideas here. Okay. I'm having ideas, and you know that's always a bad thing. This should be doable. I think this is how this works? No. Oh, I'm being stupid. Okay, stop. I'm being silly. Oh God. Gosh dang trapdoors. Alright, well, we can maybe figure it out, but this was my idea, is you just have... You have, let's say villager don't make it, right? Villager doesn't make it into the pit. They just get swept off. That'd be so fun. Or swept off, I should say. Swept would be more grammatically correct. The bot, you didn't answer first. You answered first on your side. It's just client side. It looks like you answered first, but the bot knows who actually answered first. Let's see, is this... I should probably move it 1 block further back. Seems fun to me and traumatizing to the villagers. Perfect. That's what we're going for, so. All right, so that's fun. All right, now we have to figure out, we just have to figure out how do we do this? In this season, I'm not planning on joining the games, unfortunately. The problem is village games are very easy for any player with any amount of intellect, but for villagers they're very hard. So like it would be tough to do that. Okay, let's see. How exactly do I get the villagers into a hole? Or how do I get a minecart loop how do I get a minecart track that, no, because that would get moved by the slime blocks. So we need to get the villagers into the hole. But they just, I don't know if they're gonna want to. This actually could work. Will the villager get into this though? Will they consistently get into this is the question. Probably not. Okay, yeah, that's the answer. If I put it 1 block further down, would they maybe be a little bit more consistent about it? No. Is trick with trapdoors only a Bedrock thing? No, it's a thing on Java too. I'm not entirely sure how that would be super helpful in this situation, because the way musical chairs typically works with villagers, I say typically like this is a thing that people do other than me, but the way that I have done it in the past is the villagers have to jump into, they try to get to a job site block. And the problem, for some reason, is that they're not willing to get into the holes anymore. And I don't understand why, because I swear, like a few months ago, I started designing tic-tac-toe, and I had no issues with them jumping into the pits. They would just jump into the pits, and they would play tic-tac-toe, and it was all well and good. It really makes me think that it's a problem that somehow something on my computer, like my computer needs to be restarted. But if I restart my computer, I'm not going to restart the stream because I would only be restarting the stream for like a few minutes. So I kind of want to just finish the stream. I don't know what that means, Milo, to be honest with you. All right, so they don't like the trapdoors. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do then. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a loom. We're gonna have a bunch of spots Are these directional? If they are directional, that's gonna bother me very mildly. So let's say we have 4 looms like this, right? And we have 5 villagers. Oh, but the problem is they can jump in. This is gonna tilt me. This is going to tilt me. Because they can... Why does ENX04's design just fully not work anymore, dude? This guy can just jump into that same hole. That's the whole need for the trapdoors. But for some reason, ENX04's design just doesn't work anymore. I don't understand why. There've got to just be lines of code that are not running on my computer because I have no idea why it would be changed now. Is a zombie chasing the players and you kill the zombie as soon as the player dies? That sounds like it'd be very, very impossible to automate. I don't know how you would have zombies. I mean, actually, I can think of a way to do it, but it just sounds you release, if you have 5 villagers, you release 1 zombie. I guess you release 1 zombie each round that's on half a heart, and you have all of the villagers are wearing full thorns armor, so that as soon as all the villagers are on half a heart, so they get tapped, they die, and so does the zombie. But that seems very difficult. These guys are pissing me off. Look how satisfying that is, though. That's fun. See, okay, and oh, both of these guys made it in. Fascinating. They're not supposed to do that. That's kind of one of the points of this. All right, I think minecarts is going to be potentially what we have to do. But how exactly? Villagers really suck. Java does not like to get mobs into minecarts. Like if I put a rail right here and a minecart and I have a villager literally fall directly in, it's not gonna get into the minecart. Like that's a problem. And it can access this loom from above without walking into the pit. So it's probably not gonna walk into the pit. Or maybe it would. That's a good question. I don't know if you need a I guess in theory what we would want to have is we would want to have an activator rail so that whenever I desire, I could kick the villager out. Oh, it seems like they won't go for this job site block because it has a rail on it. Or well, when it's in the ground, they don't go for this job site block because it has a rail on it. Good. I didn't want you to anyway. Why would you? Why would you do that? That would be silly. That would be very, very silly to know that you can get a job site block underneath a 1 pixel thick block. That's very silly. I could not tell you. I really don't know what to do here. I'm quite stumped. Quite stumped about this one. Boat. Boat? I feel like it would be... I don't know how to break the boat after I'm done with it. But boat seems like it could be like the only option. Because what I'm thinking is you get a chest boat, right? And you get chest boat, you have dispenser. Or I guess you have a dispenser here, like so, right? And you have leaf block, and you have this waterlogged. And you have chest boat. And then when ready, chest boat appears, 1 villager can get into chest boat, and that is the chair. Then, when done, how do we break chest boat is the question. You saw swamp villagers on my thumbnail? Oh, I think that's just because they have a green outfit, so they kind of look like the Squid Game guys. Arrow from above. Yeah, an arrow seems kind of like the best way to go about it. Oh, I can't even do an arrow from below, can I? Because there's gonna be this. Because it's gonna hit, yeah, it's gonna get caught inside the block. Dang, that sucks. Oh my god, this is gonna be so complicated and awful. Oh, and the reason boat is good is because, ooh, you know what I wonder? Can I waterlog any job site blocks? Are there any waterloggable job site blocks? I don't think there are. Well, boat is good because what we do is we have right next to boat, we have job site block that gets pushed up into position when this guy goes off, this guy also goes off. And so boat gets dispensed and job site block goes up, then villager Okay, villager doesn't try to go to job site block. The hope was villager walks to job site block and goes into boat. But they might not always. I'm thinking it's probably directional though. It's probably, if I put, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. If job site block here, If job sites block here do work, let's see. Sorry, my brain is too, I'm fried, chat. I'm too fried to be speaking incoherent sentences. You're a piece of shit, you know that? You're gonna rot in hell. That's quite skibbity. So the villagers can't get to that one. But if it was like this, how close would they get to get the job site? They would get pretty close. So what if we did... So what if we did... Oh my god, adding slime blocks in is gonna make things atrocious. Probably, but who knows? Maybe it'll be doable. Oh, good, quasi-connectivity is not being helpful. So, villager no care about job site block. But boat get dispensed, job site block visible, villager walk to job site block. I have seen the honey expose video. I used to be an avid honey like glazer because I was like, it's such a good service. Why wouldn't you have it? I definitely got my mom to download honey, even though I was not sponsored by them. Thank goodness, I guess. Oh, that kind of sucks that he suffocates for 1 second. I wonder if I guess I can't make this a glass beam because it has to be honey, or it has to be slime so that it moves. If I heal them all the way before this game, then the 1 tick of suffocation damage won't be a big deal. But I don't want them to die from that, of course. Okay, so now the next problem is, how do I get rid of this boat? How do I break this boat and ideally have it collect? That's just not a thing that I think I can do reasonably. What can I... Is there anything... Would a wind charge break a boat? Oh, it does. This would be very big wiring, but you know what? Maybe it's what we need to do. Dang it, that sucks. I was really hoping that would work. Apparently, I mean, yeah, throwing... Oh, I guess maybe I should test in survival mode just to make sure. Oh. Interesting. In creative mode, it breaks it, but not in survival. Huh. That's weird. Why would it break in creative mode, but not survival? See, that's why we test things. How many hits are you gonna take? See, would a dispenser even one-shot this guy? Ah, I need to do the pits! The pits would be so easy! Why don't the pits work? What did Mojang change to make the pits just not work anymore? That's so infuriating. Mojang probably was like, you know, people hate that you can do this cool thing, and then they removed it. I don't know. I'm so annoyed about that. I'm gonna assuming that it's still the same after I restart my computer. I'm pissed off that this is a problem, because it just shouldn't be a problem. Might make this game not very doable in the state that I want it, or in the way that I want it to be. What about... All right, what about this? What about this? All right, this is an alternative that I'm thinking of. You might occasionally get 2 villagers in the same room, but you have oh wait, they're all, it's, oh no, you gotta, I'm being stupid, hold on. You cannot be telling me that this guy can't pick up this job because there's a pressure plate on it. You can't be saying that. You can't be saying that. You cannot be telling me that that's true. Why would having a pressure plate on it stop it from working? Put it for the top block, maybe? What do you mean? Oh god, how did I play? I placed these very wrong. Why are they not hinged the right way? I just kind of assumed they would hinge the way that I wanted them to. Yeah, but it's just random. Is there a way? I guess you put blocks in the middle. Okay, there we go. So, all right, what are the odds that this guy will do this? Alright, so that doesn't work. If I put that like that, will he go? I actually wonder. Is the door what's stopping him? Hinge on the wrong side. So you can't get villagers in these traps, apparently. You'd think it would be pretty easy to get a villager in one of these traps, but not, evidently not. All right, so we're back to minecarts. And my thinking here is... try something like the mingle design. The mingle design was based off of it was based on them trying to go to a composter but then falling into the pit in front of it. So I don't think, so that's not, I don't really know how that would work. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna log off for tonight, and well, I think I'm gonna restart my computer and I'll join the Discord. I will message there if it works, but I'm gonna probably just work on this more like tomorrow or something. We'll see. Dude, this is extraordinarily frustrating because it literally has never in my life has villagers not been willing to jump into the pit. I've used that pit 1,000 times, and the villagers today were just like, you know what? I don't really feel like it. And it's very, very upsetting. Sorry for being pissed off today, but villagers are being stupid. Thank you guys for hanging out. I will probably be live tomorrow. Maybe I'll be working on Village Game again. I'm not sure. See you guys later. See you guys tomorrow. Join the Discord. I'll just do !Discord in the chat. !Discord. There we go. See you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Peace out. Same time tomorrow. Bye, guys.